Guys, I am ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of News Tower. Now, in the last episode, we surpassed 5 years of work, and now what we've done is Anyway, we surpassed 5 years of work, and we got a whole scoring system, and I scored like 22 million points. That's the amount of copies we've sold, which is pretty cool. But we still need to do a few things, right? So we have 53,105 influence points, which is great. We need to conclude this one, I think, so we can actively beat this guy. I think if we take his last 3 subscribers, we would have beat him. And then we can start working on this side. So we've been spending our efforts over here. So let's check. Let's grab a few more dollars over there. That's good. So that we can use that money to add yet another floor. We have asked to buy 1 sculpture, so let's quickly do that. So we've got one available. Before we get into this, let's quickly add the sculpture that we have found. Not a Christmas tree, this sculpture here, which is the one that we would need to add somewhere, right? There we go. We'll add the sculpture right over there. I believe that will resolve this and give us some money and stuff. Okay, fine. We'll head back into here. What do we need to do? We really want to maximize money. So what we'll do, we'll drop this in here, get that working. At the same time, we can obviously get Tristan to start working on this one. So that's good. We'll keep going on those. We already have these 3 stories ready, I think. I'm pretty sure we have them ready. Oh, we don't have them ready. We need new ones. Okay, so we will just continue down the path of running whatever we need to do. Here we go. There's the first one. Buy ourselves a ticket. At least it means we can combo them, right? We can really combo them. Okay, so we need... Who do we need? Someone in politics to go down this path. We don't need anything else really. So we'll get Sarah to see if she unlocks something. No, so she doesn't. We'll move on. Over here, we've got the reasonable story items. Let's buy this one. We've got gold tags. As long as we've got gold tags, I'm kind of comfortable that we go about doing some of that. So let's get Audrey onto this one, and at the same time we can get Beth onto that one. And then we could get Edith onto that one and kind of just do all of them at the same time to hopefully conclude that story. Okay, there's another one over here, an entertainment story that we would like to pursue. Can't necessarily unlock it, but I guess we will give it a try. It doesn't want to work, so we'll just slowly make our way through there. We do definitely want to go for those golden tags over there. Let's get Serge onto this one, and we'll get Monica onto that one to slowly conclude that item as well. Quickly go back here and just have a quick look at what we have in terms of training. Market adds 1 quality star to stock index, perception, legal advisor. I don't think we need another legal advisor, so I think we're all good on this side. Over here we've got overtime. Yeah, nothing. Crime specialist. Yeah, no. None of those things are of any real super duper value to us. Do we spend some more influence points? Steel mill is not in our books yet. Photo academy. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff here that we could still pick up on. I think what we do. Let's head back out there. We've got reasonable amounts of money, right? We're just going to maximize this out. 45,000 confirm, get us another floor on there, and we'll add that extra level. What does the next floor cost us? 50,000. So I guess that gets us in a very good position to start reshuffling a few things. Now, what we will need to do, at the very least, we will do another setup like this over here. Though, to be honest, it uses so little coal we could potentially move that to a completely different floor at the top, right? It's maybe something we can do. You know, even if we need the guys to be running up and down the stairs. So we could do that, expand our tube setup at the bottom here, and leave most of the things kind of intact a little bit. Let's give it a little bit of thought while we do a few stories. Okay, so this one, again, we've got a tag over here that we wouldn't mind pursuing, but we don't really have the people we need to go and conclude this, but we may as well make a start, right? Let's make a start on that and see how that goes. Would love to look at all of this paper. Okay, now we've got another. Okay, we have to go down this path to pick up that one over there. And do we have? Yes, we could put Nick all the way at the end, completely negate this one. So I guess what we'll do is Fiona first, then Tatiana, then Nick. There we go. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. And then over here, very hard work for very few items. So let's clear that one out. We're not gonna pursue that one. That means we've already got 2 of the 3 there. Plus we've got little friends for them so that we can always kind of double stack them. If we have a quick look at the newspaper here, my view is that we go, how much money is this? 2,500. That's very little. So what I'm going to do, my view is we're going to do this block here so that we can finish off this one on the moderate side of things. I think that is the idea. Under ads, we've made a start on a few things. We can put Kristen back in there to do the next piece. And we could put Monica on that one to grab us a bit of a tag there. Okay, good. That is very good. Let all of these people do their thing. We need to think a little bit about things. We have so little. We've got really so little coal that actually goes up to these generators that if they're at the bottom, at the top, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Now Monica is moving, but we can also get. There we go. So that is pretty good. That is really pretty good. That is really pretty good. We'll be able to do 3 bombshells on a page. I'm very happy with that. That is really awesome. Now, over here, I don't think we need this one. Let's recycle that one so we can get the rest of what it is that we need. I want us to run another bank of lifts, and I think we'll be able to do so. I'm almost kind of tempted to just go for more money and add yet another floor so that we can really move through some of this stuff. That's okay. We don't need that. That's okay. We don't need that. So there's been a few things that's kind of finished off over here. There they go. Yes, Monica, you can do this one for us. No problems. We also have to go down this route. Now, we will find ourselves with a little bit of spy action in here. Let's get Paulina on there. See if that helps us out. No spy. I love it. I love it. And then we'll go back down into that area there. I'm not going to pay the bribe if we don't need to. Now, we need to get the rest of this going. We don't really have much on. Let's get Peter to do that next one there, and then we'll slowly make our way to the final piece there. Okay, that's the bribe there that we're basically waiting for. Okay. Anything else? I guess that was the ad that was done. No, it was not. So I'm not sure what it was that gave me that. Look at all these people. We really need to pursue this. Ooh, we can't do this because we don't have cartography. We'll skip this one because of the issue. So that's why I want to add extra floors, because we actually need more and more stuff to be able to really keep pace with what's going on here. Okay, so we've got another Europe story. Let's pop it over and see. So that's 2 influence points. I mean, we have to, right? I think this is something that we probably need to pick up on. So let's see. We can start off with Sarah, see if she unlocks it. She does not, so we can slowly make our way through that journey. We will wait for Paulina over here. Look at all of these people. So 2 lift banks, multiple of these guys to go to multiple different floors, I think is ultimately what we are after. I'm kind of thinking about the whole imagery setup somewhere else, right? Okay, so what we have over here, we do need... Okay, so Monica should be ready to go any minute now. For that one, anything here of interest? No, we will recycle that one. Okay, this is Monica, so let's quickly get this offloaded over there. Oh, we can make a start on this one. I get Alexandra, you can pop in there, and then Monica can go over here to get the photo. Perfect, let's do that. Perfect. Nice. All of this is moving. From an ads perspective, we can pick up the last ad once Tristan is done over there. Look at all of these people in the lift. I gotta love it. Got to love it. Really squeeze it in. Look at all these people making their moves in here. There seems to be more stuff we can have a look at. Okay, let's have a look. That's the next piece over there, and we don't need anything special. We can just get Edith to go and quickly finish that one off for us. Perfect. I also do wonder if you do a combination of lifts and stairs in a few locations or not. I do wonder about that. That's another option for us. Okay, over here, 2 tags bronze. No, we will skip that one. Over here, we've got the next piece of the puzzle. Can't really do much more than just do them one step at a time. So we'll slowly keep going through that. I'll keep stacking this guy, even though we don't need any of this paper. We're kind of continuously picking up more and more of this stuff. Oh, let me quickly grab this photo, move it into the dark. Hang on. Move it into the dark room so we can expand our things. Okay, keep going. More stories coming in. There we go. No, let's skip that one. Get to the juicy stuff. Actually, we've got everything we need, but let's get through them so at least we make a conscious decision on all the juicy stuff. I will go ahead and grab this one just because it's got the silver tag on a single story line. That's okay, and we do have someone that can pick this up straight away. We'll get Sarah onto that, get us a quality star there, no problems. Apparently there's some more stuff we can make some decisions on. Let's have a look. Final item here. Monica, you're okay. You can do that for us. And we've got some 2 new stories. We don't have anybody available for this one, but it's also pretty poor. Over here, we could maybe do this one, but it's fairly blasé. Let's get Nick onto there, and maybe Nick can get a little bit more training on that. Yep. Level up, maybe. This is very poor. Let's skip that one altogether. If at all, we will run as many ads as we can. So Tristan, get in there, get another ad. If we need to fill some spaces, we'll add ads to the mix. We've got. Let's get Monica's photo into the dark room so that we can slowly complete those. Yeah, that's at least a double tag. We will do that one so that we can grab it. Another double tag. We will do that one so that we've got some fillers in there. No problems. Okay, there's another story that we can have a look at. Okay, so this one has some golden tags, so we can definitely do that. If we do this, okay, so that unlocks it straight away. And then, yeah, we don't have anybody that can really buff that for us, so we'll just do that for quality stars. If we go over this way, there's a new story here. Interesting. We got someone to do this one, right? So Paulina can certainly do that one straight off the bat. Okay, so let's buy tickets. Let's see about this. It's at least a double silver. So let's put Francis onto this one to unlock potentially. No, and then Paulina has to do the next one. Okay, but we will keep an eye on. Got so much paper just hanging out at the bottom here. So much, so much. Okay, so I guess Tristan is done. We'll move the ad to whoever can work on it. Slowly we'll get all of these things moving. All of these things. We'll have so many ads we can run, hopefully to get lots and lots of cash so that we can pursue that additional floor. I think in the next episode I might do a little bit of rejigging. Okay, so who is asking for some stuff? Okay, over here. So okay, we've closed all of that out. Let's high quality out this whole last thing here. Edith will do the trick, right? Yeah, Edith is fine. Get that golden tag onto it. And then we've got 3 more stories left, so we may as well kind of pursue them. We should be able to clear them out quite easily. Yes, we can certainly do that. We don't have any people, but we'll have someone to pick up on it straight away, to be honest. That's okay. Let's leave it there. We'll have someone shortly. We may as well. Paulina needs to be staying available, so we'll get Peter onto that story. Paulina should be picking up on this one in a few hours. That's fine. Once they start sending these things up the chutes, we'll go back this way and quickly finish off what we need to do here. Nick, I guess we can give it to you. And what we'll do is we'll add the editor to it to just give it a little bit of quality. Just in case we need to. Okay, there's our final story is out here. So let's have a look. Yeah, that's a reasonable silver tag. So I guess we can pick that up. That wasn't too much of a bribe. We'll grab Beth to go and pick up that story for us. And if we go back over here, what are we missing? Paulina, you are the one for us, right? We need the undercover option. And Paulina is the one that will unlock that for us straight away. Well, not straight away. Once she's done that, we can finalize the last one. This is police fine risk. Do we have anybody that can deal with that? Not really. So we'll have to end up paying for that anyway. Stories are coming in. I do think, do I want to start making a little bit of room here for the extra lift back? I don't think I've got room for any of this stuff. If I want to move... Okay, what I can do, I can move these panels out of the way. Oh. That should work. Get the panel out of the way. This should work and get... Ooh. This should work here. Get the panel out of the way there. Okay, great. Let's have a look. We need to do the final piece here. So just a double check here. We don't have anybody that can resolve that risk. No, we do not. So do we have Lucky? No, we do not either. So anyway, anybody can do it. Tatiana, let's see what's our find. Got away with it. I like it. Great. Tatiana, you've been quite lucky here for us. So happy with that. That's all the stories. No more stories left. It's Thursday, the end of the day, and we've got all the day stories locked in. Yeah, I kind of wonder how we resolve some of these things, to be honest. Yeah, I've got some ideas, but okay, so we're still trying to kind of move these things over a little bit. Like so, like so. Like, ooh, this one's not going to work. Put that one in there. Move this one over here. Put that one up there. Nice, that'll work. As we move some of these things out, we should be able to get the extra lift going. Where do you want to take this? To an assembler? Go for it. Get someone that's really quick. Yeah, we've got the room to have the extra lift bank in there. That's the plan. That is the plan. We're pretty close to being able to make that work. Actually, what we should do is while we wait for all of these stories to kind of finish off, they're very close to being finished off. What we might do is let's stash a few things. Stash I'll move this one over just a tad, because what we'll try and do is put the lifts right next to each other. I'll move this one over there. I know it's not ideal. We'll put this one over there, and what we'll do is we'll stash that. This is an issue. Okay, what we'll do is we'll just move it to the other side there. That's going to be just fine. This, let's stash the plant. And what we'll do is we'll move the coffee machine. Okay, let's stash the coffee machine as well. Let's go ahead and stash it. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll move this here. There and there, okay. We need these people to be moving. So this is a resupply desk. This is a resupply desk. So we'll move them up eventually. What we'll do is we'll move this guy over here. So people will have to spend their time in there. We'll move these up. This is starting to become a little bit of a challenge. Move this one in here. No, it really does not work. Plus we've got these in the way. This one will move over a tad. I guess this one will stash. This should be okay, but maybe we'll move that up there. Okay, so now only we need to, okay, let's move this guy up here as well for the time being. And then obviously we've got a bit of an issue here. If we wanted to move these guys over, we really don't have the room. We really do not have the room. This is a challenge. What I'm thinking is let's move this desk up here. We'll also move that over here. We'll need a light, so let's quickly grab a light just as a starting point. We can barely get one, so let's just get into the stash. We should have a light at least. Got some pneumatic tubes available. I like it. So let's get a light in here, so at least people don't pay it too much attention. What we'll do is we'll move this desk over, plus that, plus we'll move these guys out of the way a little bit, right? Something like that. So at least we've got room. So now we've got, should have enough. Almost. Let's move. We'll move these desks up as well for the time being, so that we can make room for the second batch of stuff, right? So if we do that, put that there, that should work. Okay, so now I see enough room to get the next lift bank in here. So while we kind of wait for the final things to go get done, we'll go in here, get another elevator. Oh! It'll work. It's just that bottom option where it's not really squeezing. Okay, well, grab me... Get about Tatiana, grab me the sculpture. Right, can we find a spot for the sculpture? Fine, the sculpture will have to go up here as well. Fine, we'll do that. The sculpture is there. Now, what we'll do is we'll, hang on. Now with that out of the way, oh, actually, we'll put this one on this side. We'll put the extra lift bank in here, and it will go up, all the way. 2 lifts will be fine. Straight down the middle. Oh, does not want to work right over here. So we're going to stash this guy and move. Let's move this desk over by like 1. In which case we're losing a little bit of stuff unless we do that. Perfect. And then get this guy in here. Oh, it doesn't want to go in there. Okay, well, let's try. We do that. We do this. Oh, let's add it, move it over even more. And we do. Oh. Do that. And we do this. Oh, okay. So we're ready to go. Anyway, we'll have a look at that now. Let's quickly conclude. Oh my. Here we go. That's it. That's the only bit we can afford. Okay, so let's leave it at that for now. I wanted another one of these guys, so let's quickly get the buff. I just want to put it back, just in case. No, we'll rejig it anyway in the next episode. So, okay, so that's fine. We got ourselves through this, so now let's just see. Oh, hang on. This one is almost done. So I guess what we'll do is we'll wait for this one to conclude. Okay, just get out of here quickly. So where is this at? We're going to move it down here so we can get it done as quickly as possible. That's the last thing, right? So once that's done, we'll be ready to go and finish off our newspaper. Now, we want to obviously close these out. That should conclude. Okay, so that's everything, right? So let's quickly jump into this. So we want a moderate one, and we want to be over here. I wouldn't mind the informational item here and get the extra 5,000. But I guess we're so close to unlocking that final one, I'd rather just stick it out. Okay? So we'll do that. Okay, so what are our big ticket items? We have got double golds, right? So, from my perspective, if we do that plus that plus that's a lot of things there. Okay, hang on. Just before we do that, do we have any extra? We should have another one of these, right? So instead of doing that, let's do this. Okay, so now we're over there. That doesn't matter. We'll come back. I guess that's pretty good. We've stacked them reasonably well. Now, the next item is we should have multiple handshakes that we can grab, right? So let's do... That's going right. Anything going left? Look at this item. Europe. Okay, fine. Let's do this one. We'll do that one. And do this one. So that stacks that up pretty nicely. Then the next one, you have to run these and that. So let's see. So anything that's going to go... Oh, actually, we're fine. So let's do this plus that plus... yeah, that's really about it. So politically, anything over here, it's okay. The question is, do we do something like this and do a double tag in there? Or do we do... That doesn't help us. We want to put those two together. What does this one do for us? Yeah, minuscule. Minuscule, really. So maybe this one is one where we actually put an ad in there. We have an entertainment ad, maybe. Lots of society, economy. We have a political ad. Now we do not have an ad that actually stacks with any one of these guys. Okay, fine. So if that's the case, let's just have a look. What else do we have under entertainment? So at least this will double stack, right? So if we did this, that gives us a double stack of points right there. Okay, so that's good. And that gives us a little bit of everything coverage. Okay, next one. Now, I'm thinking we need... we need... Oh, excellent. All of this stuff is going left. That one is going right. So if we do that, and we do this, and is there any other statements we can make here? Something like that, maybe. I mean, that's pretty good. And then page 5, actually, well, we need to go back to the right now. And we have very little that can do that. So I guess it's going to be this guy. Plus any other fame options? Not really. So let's do this one. And then we would like a societal bit of cash here. Thank you. We need definitely at least one more sports story if we have it. We don't have a sports story? That's a bit disappointing. What I'm thinking is we'll do... We don't want that. We definitely don't want that. So what we might do is we might do this, that, and that to really bolster the money side of things. 800,000 sales. I like it. I like it. 26,000 in sales revenue. We've done all of that. We've done that. So that'll all work together. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we wanted to really run. We've got all the silver tags in. So these few last bronze tags is not that much of a story for us. So anyway, that looks pretty good all around. Maybe, I mean, we could min-max it a little bit more, but that's exactly what we wanted to do. Get 250 money bonus for every printed ad. Okay, so exactly, we've got 2 ads printed. That gives us an extra $500, which is great. It's really good. Let's run that to see what our next step looks like. And presumably we should now at least finish off our guys, right? Okay, let's stop that. We don't need the animation. This should be a record sale. 800,000 for the first time. Not a lot of influence points in there, but a fair bit of cash that we popped in. Up to 30,000. So we do need, you know, another round of, and that should conclude all of this. So we should have done all the subscribers away from our uncle. We should be picking up. Where did we? Oh, this doesn't actually move any needles. We should have to do one more moderate, which will be over here, which we can quite easily do. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ads possible. Didn't increase this at all. I like it. Yeah, that is a $10,000 cost. So we need probably at least 2 more weeks before we can get an extra. Before we can get and run an extra one. So what does this mean? Okay, so we've done that, concluded it. So what does this now mean? Oh, B to unlock the high rise. Okay, I built this paper. You're riding my sweat, my headlines. Maybe a few bad bets on the resources, but that's beside the point. You were still in diapers when I was exposing the mayor's distress. I brought you into this business. Brought you into this business. Okay? Now you come storming into my tower, taking my turf again. No, not today, kid. The Empire Observer's obituary won't be written on my watch. I ain't running to Hawaii this time. If I go down, I'm taking your front page with me. You want to kill the Observer? Fine, try, but it's going to hurt. We don't print fluff. We deal in crime, politics, the economy, the real ink. I'll flood your office with spies, compromise every story before it hits print. Let's see how long your readers stick around once they see the fraud you really are. Okay, so this is kind of the boss battle. Okay, so what do we need to do? Make a crime combo. Make a politics combo, make a economy combo, all of that very possible. Don't print any compromised stories this week. So I guess that is the challenge. And then we'll win 25 influence points. That's our accept. That's what we're accepting. So we've got that going for us, right? Now, we will also at the same time, I guess, try and pick off something else. But I guess we'll be so challenged there, I might just move here to do the unrest and finish off that one so that we don't compromise ourselves with other things, right? I think that's an option. Or we do something like this where it's super easy for us to just close out the rest of that and get the extra influence points. Maybe that's the right call for us, to be honest. Start off something small like this. I mean, how are we not going to do that? We could even do, I mean, this is super easy. Even some of these might be very easy to do. Let's see about this stuff. Yeah, I mean, they're all very easy, but maybe we'll try and keep it quite simple and straightforward. Yeah, so, no, not over there. But something like this, for instance, is going to be so easy for us to do. I mean, we've already got it covered. Potentially, we can decide to go off this way, but I don't want to run extra scoops and risk extra spies, right? So I'm not going to do that. The only two things I'm thinking of is either we pick up on maybe something like this. Yeah, this is starting to get a little bit more challenging. So instead of doing that, let's just do a 3 like this. This is going to be really easy to do. So let's select that one. We'll do that one. And at the same time, we need to sort out the spies, make sure we don't get any spies. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been another fun episode. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, let's please do that. Join the community. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.